Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I am a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
On today's episode, we are discussing Nelly Knows Mysteries, All Manners of Murder, which originally premiered on the Hallmark Channel on Saturday, March 14th. It's currently available to stream on Hallmark Plus, and if you missed it, it will be re-airing on Hallmark Mystery on Friday.
Is that what
March
we're doing?
20th.
That's what we're doing with Mysteries now? We're re-airing Mysteries that have played on the...
For 2 weeks. For 2 entire weeks. That's it. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, you should be following us on Instagram where we are Girls Gone Hallmark because all the hot goss drops there first. And if you don't know, we are launching a book club. Paris is always a good idea, is the source material for an upcoming Lacey Chabert-led limited series. We will be starting shortly. You can sign up for the book club in our show notes to be notified the second that gets started.
I gotta say, I'm a little surprised at the response.
Me too. It's been great.
A little overwhelmed.
You know, you have to keep in mind some of those people may not actually follow through.
Yeah.
But even if 30% of them did, it would be a great.
Are we going to cap it at any point?
Sure. Maybe we're getting close to that number.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're interested, guys,
For our beta group.
Yeah, for our beta group. And it's free.
It is free.
For now. No, I don't know. I'm joking. I have no idea. But it is free right now. Hey, we invite you to join us on Patreon, which is not free. It's $5 a month. It's a paid platform where Megan and I make additional content 4 times a month. We talk about what's good. We talk about what we're reading and watching outside of Hallmark. We talk about life.
Talk about products we're currently using and loving.
We rant. We crash out.
This week's episode is titled Approved, because that's our monthly episode where we talk about what we're using and loving, but it says approved gardening, not the good kind. Do you get the reference? Do you know what gardening refers to? You don't?
Drugs?
Yes.
Oh, God.
That's what people call, weed and the like.
Oh, I'm old.
You know why I know that?
TikTok?
That's right.
Okay.
In case it was unclear, am not that type of gardener.
We were actually talking about the gardening I've been doing in my backyard.
With an entirely different kind of weed.
Totally. You're right. We did talk about Come join us. It's patreon.com/Megan and Wendy. It's in our show notes. It goes out in our newsletter every week.
Yeah, and if you're not subscribed to our newsletter, just head on over to girlsgonehallmark.com where you can sign up because Wendy has been killing it on the newsletter front. I want to tell you that I look at our analytics every week, and the ones that I write are like, and the ones that Wendy write are like,
I don't think that's accurate at all.
Yeah, people don't click on mine.
People don't click on my stuff either.
They do. Your analytics are better than mine. Just take the win.
I'm going to take the W because I feel like the big L on everything else in my life right now. So, hey, do you want to talk about Nelly Knows Mysteries?
I do so much.
What do we start with? A synopsis?
That's right.
Nelly and Detective Michael set out to solve the murder of a guest while at a lavish dinner.
I need everyone to know what I'm working with right here. I cannot keep changing glasses. I can't. Like, my readers aren't strong enough, but my regular ugh.
Did you get your bifocals?
Yeah, but my bifocals are only good for crafting. Like, my bifocals are my crafting while watching television
Not
glasses.
for reading the computer.
I mean, I suppose they could be. We're going to go with the readers for right now. David Eistrasser directs Nelly Knows Mysteries, All Manners of Murder. David has 35 directing credits and was responsible for the first movie in the Nelly Knows Mysteries franchise. His other work includes The Wish Swap. Did I say The Wish Swap?
It is a hard title to say.
The Wish Swap, Christmas at the Golden Dragon, and Campfire Christmas.
Catherine Wagner wrote the screenplay. She is a Canadian writer with just 2 writing credits so far, including the first Nelly Knows Mysteries movie.
Pascale Hutton returns as Nellie Parker. She's best known for her long-running role as Rosemary on When Calls the Heart and has also appeared in several Hallmark movies, including The Christmas Cup, The Wish Swap, and Notes of Autumn.
Kavan Smith co-stars as Michael Hogan. He's also known for his role as Leland Coulter on When Calls the Heart, where he appears opposite Pascale Hutton's character, Rosemary. This project marks his 81st acting credit.
Veronica Long returns as Nelly's coworker and friend Fiona. She has 47 acting credits and also appeared in the first Nelly Knows Mysteries movie.
Laura Soltis plays Palmer. You'll likely recognize Laura as she's appeared in many Hallmark projects, including several Hannah Swenson mysteries, This Time Each Year, Holiday Crashers, and so much more.
Victoria Dunsmore appears as Bree. This marks her 21st acting credit, and she last appeared on Hallmark in the 2022 movie Christmas Bedtime Stories.
Paul McGillian plays Huck Spencer. Most recently saw him in last weekend's Sugar and Vice movie. This is his first appearance in a Nelly Knows Mysteries film and marks his 134th acting credit.
It's very interesting, the crossovers we get in this movie.
Totally.
Gabrielle Rose plays Clara Arlott. This movie marks her 208th acting credit, and we saw her recently in Christmas Above the Clouds, as well as The Holiday Sitter and Firefly Lane.
Vincent Gale appears as Norman. This is his 149th acting credit, with previous appearances in Curious Caterer, Foiled Plans, The Wedding Cottage, and Unexpected Grace.
Markian Tarusiak plays Eli Flint. We last saw him on Hallmark in 2024 in True Justice Family Ties. Interesting, he plays the same character there, one we're expecting to see again in two more True Justice movies coming to Hallmark in the hopefully near future.
Question, do you think that's interesting?
That he's the same character?
Yeah.
Yes, they
My
in the
grandson
same universe.
or nephew or some, I can't remember the relationship there, but why did they do that, I wonder?
I don't know.
Barry W. Levy appears as Adam. You may recognize him from Hallmark roles in Holidays and Leah's Perfect Gift. Most recently, he appeared in Accused, the Karen Reed story.
The Lifetime gem.
Was not good.
James Palladino appears as Teddy. This marks his 20th acting credit, though it's not his first time on Hallmark. He's previously appeared in Scouting for Christmas, The Cases of Mystery Lane, and 8 Gifts of Hanukkah.
Friend of the show, Crystal Lowe plays Michael's ex Leah. We all know Crystal for her long-running role as Rita on Signed, Sealed, Delivered. Also noteworthy, Crystal will appear in the forthcoming All for Christmas, which is a Whitney Leavitt Christmas movie set to air on Lifetime. People are probably like, who's Whitney Leavitt?
Are you saying it's on Lifetime because I told you it was on Lifetime? Yeah, that is unconfirmed.
It's unconfirmed. Okay. It's going to be somewhere.
Yes. Dalen Willis appears as Josh. He's no stranger to Hallmark mysteries, having played Lonnie in several Hannah Swenson mysteries. He's also appeared in Holiday Crashers and Christmas with the Sings.
Andrea Rendell returns as Sheriff Bergie Bram. This marks her 6th acting credit.
Let's take a quick break before we come back with our first impressions. Hey, Wendy, what is your first impression of All Manners of Murder?
Look, I don't make the rules, but Nelly and Detective Hogan might be the it couple on Hallmark right now.
Ooh, I can't wait. My first impression is, how many hidden panels can one house have?
Ooh, I don't know if I ever told you. One time, my family and I, my extended family, like parents and grandparents and brother and sister-in-law, we rented a house out in the Palm Desert area. And the house was on Zillow at one point, and I don't know why, but we were looking at these photos and we're like, where's this room at? It was a hidden panel room that we found. And everybody was like kind of freaked out, like, don't close the door behind you because what if you can't get out?
Oh no.
Isn't that interesting? It was like a panic room, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what'd you like about Nelly Knows Mysteries?
I want to talk first about Pascale and Kavan Smith.
Please do.
They are operating on another level of chemistry here.
Dude, I'd watch them walk through IKEA together.
God, I love a good walk through IKEA. God, but there's no denying that these two are spectacular together. And what I noticed in this movie, because we don't watch When Calls the Heart, so we're not, we see these two show up like as little cameos and things, but like not enough to like make a significant impression, right? What I noticed in this movie is they react to each other. They're not just reciting the lines. They naturally have this great sort of rapport with each other that is obvious from years of working together and just being good actors in general. I loved it. Their scenes felt alive to me. I wanted to watch only them.
Yeah, their banter is off the charts charming. I would watch a million seasons of them. They are so good together. And I'm going to jump to one of my likes while we're talking about them.
Okay.
I love that they are not making us wait for the romance to develop. Like, yes, it's early. Like, they're not kissing, they're not in love, but they're not pretending like it's not happening. We're not dragging it out. There's forward progress. They're being honest with each other about the fact that there's an attraction and they like each other. And are you going to ask me on a date? And they're not like, oh, get out of my business. And it's so great. Like,
I know.
You're rooting for them. You're not like, oh my God, we're going to be 7 movies in while they're still like, oh, maybe he likes me.
Okay, so I have that in my notes. Watching Hannah Swenson last weekend and watching this weekend, like the contrast is so stark because we have Hannah last week who's like feeling butterflies still over Chad and like, does he like me? Does he not like me? Am I worthy of his love? No. Here we have Nelly and Michael who are just like, boom, boom. Yeah, we like each other. Like there's an obvious attraction here. There's no secrets about it. It makes it so easy to root for them as opposed to Hannah and Chad were like, let's move on with it already.
Yes. Yeah. I love the tone of this movie and I love the way they use so many elements to communicate that tone. For example.
Okay.
Nelly's clothes.
So good.
Her car. The music, we have that opening scene where the unknown masked marauder steals something, and we cut straight from that scene to Nelly emerging from her house, which I'm pretty sure mimics the first movie.
Feels familiar.
But the music immediately jumps into like jaunty music, and we know who we are.
The music.
And it's Nelly's music. It's her soundtrack. It tells us exactly who she is and what the tone of the movie is. And it's just like a real quick change, and I loved it, whoever's decision that was. I have some little elements of this movie that I really enjoyed.
Go ahead.
I love that Nelly only ever talks to her grandmother while she's walking with her walking club. I love that little cast of characters. I love that she's like, oh, just catching them walking by, and she hops on in and has a little moment with them, and that's where she meets Eli and all of this. And there's a lot of good lines in this movie, but I especially loved when they're like, oh, should we good cop, bad cop? Who are you going to be? And then she goes, I'll be good cop. You seem to like you've already chosen bad cop. It was just such a great delivery.
Agree.
She's so fun.
Yeah. Totally. Here's a like that I have. This is how you run an investigation.
Oh my gosh.
Again, I have to compare to last week's detective work over at the Lake Eden Hotel Inn and Spa, or whatever it was called.
Didn't this just feel like you're watching like Knives Out or something where they're actually investigating as opposed to like all this bumbling around? Like
yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, Detective Hogan, like he sat everybody down. He questioned everybody. He took samples and yeah, like this is what you have to do.
The scene of the crime to see what they might have missed.
Yeah. I was like, this is how you do it. I also really enjoy Nelly and Fiona's relationship, even though we only see Fiona like in the work aspect, but I love their friendship. It feels real. They're playful ribbing of each other. It's like a believable friendship.
Yeah.
Put Veronica Long, that's her name, who plays Fiona. Put her in more movies.
Totally.
Put her in a lead movie. I think she is adorable.
Yeah, let her out of the work. Let her out of the office.
2 more things. I love the parade of familiar faces. Laura Soltis, I always enjoy. I love that Crystal Lowe was in this movie.
Yeah.
I know you had told me a couple weeks ago she was in it, but she was not showing up on the IMDb.
Right.
And I was so thankful, spoiler, that she wasn't the bad guy because it was clearly obvious the person who was stealing things at the beginning was a woman.
Oh, I would like to talk about that in a moment.
Okay. And I was like, oh no, is it Crystal Lowe? Which would have been fine because you can play against character, but whatever. I just was glad that I got to see some Crystal Lowe on my TV. And finally, Paul McGillian once again plays a real jerk. He was a jerk last week. He was a jerk this week. I don't remember him being.
Is he a jerk?
He's just so rough around the edges.
He is rough around the edges.
Rough. Like he's not pleasant.
He's not warm.
No, not at all. My final like is I did think the mystery kept me engaged. It was a little bit convoluted. Always. And I'm just making peace with the fact that they're going to always throw these details at me and just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the ride. I always have to tell myself, you don't have to figure it out.
Yeah.
So it does not matter if the electricity went out or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are my likes.
Let's talk wishes.
I have a few. I only have two, actually.
Me too.
Two. I wouldn't mind more backstory on Michael. I love that Leah was his ex. I didn't love that it was his ex-wife. I almost wish it was like his ex-girlfriend. I don't know. I was like, oh, they have all this history and he's hiding from her. Like as an ex-spouse, I feel like you would be like, oh, anyway. But I also need some more backstory on Nelly too. Like I don't remember the first movie because it's been so long, but I don't remember any backstory on her at all.
No, all I really know about Nelly is she writes the Nelly Knows column and she knows everybody and knows everything. And that's just kind of her thing is she's like Bumbleton. Is that the name of the town?
I don't remember.
Anyway, that's her thing is that she knows everybody. In the same vein, the fact that Michael and his ex-wife, he's like, I got to go have closure with her. I was like, what have you been doing for the past several years since you've been divorced? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, how is your divorce so like, okay, bye. And we never just like, hey, let's move on peacefully with our lives. No harm, no foul. I thought that was odd. In the beginning of the movie, when Nelly arrives at work, Fiona says like, how's it going with Detective Dreamy? Have you seen him around? And Nelly's like, oh, once in a while. Here's the problem that is not the fault of the writers or the director or anybody involved in the making of this movie. And it is only on the back end. How long has it been? What's the timeline here? Because it's been 2 years since we got the first installment of Nelly Knows Mysteries. This movie was filmed a year ago in April 2025. It's now March 2026 for anybody who's paying attention. And that's the only thing I think that's working against this movie is that it's been so long that even you and I who do this for a job had to revisit our review and be like, what's happening here? And so that works against this a little bit, but I thought overall this was great and would like to talk to you to see that.
All right. Go ahead.
This is my Crystal Lowe thought. I watched this on the screener and the still image of the movie on the screener is of Nelly and Michael with the character of Crystal Lowe standing behind them like,
oh.
So when the scene, that's how I knew Crystal Lowe was in it before I had seen it. When the movie opens, the first thing we see is a small, obviously a woman breaking into the home. And I thought, oh, that's Crystal Lowe. Because it looked like Crystal Lowe in what we could see. And then we hear her speak to the dog. And I'm like, oh, it's a woman's voice. That's a woman. It must be Crystal Lowe. Come to find out, it's not Crystal Lowe, but someone who, while masked, could appear to be like Crystal Lowe.
Yeah.
Anyway, threw me off is all I'm saying.
On purpose, I'm sure.
Yes. I have two other little ones. At the beginning of the movie, she arrives at work and she's like, Fiona's like, you got 15 minutes. And she's like, I actually have 30, right? Fine. But then the widow calls, makes her come over, which is odd. But she leaves. So she like doesn't get her column turned in. She's like, I got to go meet with the widow. And I wanted her to be like, yo, widow, let me finish up here. And like,
yo, widow. Yeah.
Anyway, the fact that they make it a point that they're like, your column's due. And then she's like, just kidding. Got to go supervise a dinner party.
Yeah.
It was odd.
My did you see that's are the manor looked like the same one from The Wedding Cottage, the movie The Wedding Cottage.
Oh.
I don't know if it is or not. It's
love that movie.
dreamy. It's just dreamy looking. It's giving Nancy Myers on the outside.
Yeah.
Like I want to be there. You mentioned Nelly's car earlier. One thing I noticed is on her car as well as Detective Hogan's car on the front, the license plate, which were both off center. They were like mounted off center. Like
Interesting.
Yeah. I just thought that was strange.
Yes.
That's all.
My only other did you see that is the widow keeps a loaded gun in the hallway.
You know, this is a very good point. I bumped on that too when they talked about it.
It's loaded.
I was like, what?
It's 2026. What are we doing?
I know.
In an unlocked case?
Yeah, it's very irresponsible. Gun ownership, in my opinion. Send your emails to hello@girlsgonehallmark.com.
Aren't they in Portland?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're in a very progressive area. I know not all of Oregon is progressive, but Portland is. Anyway, what did you rate Nelly Knows Mysteries?
You know, I really liked it. I gave it 4.25 stars.
I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was great.
Yeah, me too.
Great. Loved them. I actually want more of these.
Me too.
This, I would say, is my favorite of the currently airing mystery series.
You know, if I can't have the cases of Mystery Lane,
Yep.
I will take Nelly Knows Mysteries.
Please.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark. We will be back next time with more Hallmark reviews. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.